Hey everybody, and welcome back to Funtimes. And I figured I'd try this out. I got it through GameFly a long time ago, and fun story. This was actually the game that I used as inspiration for the In Our Honest Opinions. This game was the basis for that. It never really came out because we changed format on it, like hard, but me and another coworker had some differing opinions, but this was kind of one of the base games that I used to get into reviewing. I have misgivings about it, but all in all, I mean, this is a pretty fun game, and I like the Mad Max world, so... That being said, I mean, let's talk about some of the problems with it. The biggest problem is Max himself, honestly. Had this not been a Mad Max game, I think I would have liked it a lot more. There's no real reason for this to be Max. It feels like it's trying to bridge Fury Road and, well, whatever happened before Fury Road, but that's not exactly a story that it needed to be told, I think, so it really just comes off as strangely placed.
And to this, he had lost his sanity. His was a never-ending journey away from the phantoms of
apart from that, I have no complaints about this game.
He believed he could
I love the setting and the styles.
and find peace.
The visuals are really good and intense for this. But yeah, I just don't understand the need for it to be Max.
The provisions and the fortitude. He only needed the fuel. And here...
Well, I think you'd need fuel and a lot of water to make it in a desert, but that's just me. I really like the cars designed in these freaking movies and stuff. But yeah, this literally could have been anybody, and it really comes off as feeling just kind of forced that it's Max. And I'm gonna let this one run a little longer because this is a lot of cutscene you have to get through.
Listen, my apostles of Alpha. You've
And this is the other weird part, is the intro here, in that it really doesn't need to happen, and it doesn't set up a very good conflict. Was the sound off on that, or was that just me? But yeah, essentially you play as Max and you get beaten, left for dead, and all your shit taken. Which would be a really great thing in and of itself, but then this has to happen. And again, this just gets really under my skin. Because I'm just gonna go ahead and spoil it. Spoilers for a game that's been out for a while. It turns out that after we beat this guy up, well, I don't know why he just abused his dog like that, but whatever. I mean, Max just tears through this guy, and yet everybody under him he has problems with it. And then there's this. Except he comes back. I mean, I don't like to be that guy, but I'm gonna have to be that guy here because Max has always inhabited a world where it's slightly probable, but nothing ever gets really insane like that. And I mean, I'm willing to suspend disbelief for a number of things, like a really old guy in a wasteland having a water sanctuary that he lords over everybody with. I'm perfectly willing to accept that in a movie plot.
He would have his peace, even if it meant another war.
But
And war was coming.
usually once you put a chainsaw into somebody's head, I think that's a pretty good basis for them being dead. But it just serves to distract me from the fact that this is supposed to be Max Rockatansky. I don't get it. That being said, I really like being in this game. The world looks good. Mad Max is probably one of my favorite movies ever. Its sequels are just about all great. The one of them notwithstanding. I think everybody knows which one it is, though, but... Alright. And drink. Yay, I have health now. The dog led me to water once, better follow it forever. Oh, goodness. A fun fact, though, this was not the first game to use the whole water as replenishing your health. I mean, I'm sure others have done it in the past, but the more recent one that I think nobody else remembers was an Indiana Jones game that came out some years before this, where that was your main way of replenishing your health, was you had to keep your cantina filled and drink it.
Please, don't kill Chum Bucket, please.
Why shouldn't I?
Because
And this is my other problem with it being Max. As much as Max makes a great character in the movies he's in, he is a massive, massive asshole. Like, I really would not see him as a protagonist in just about anything other than the scenarios he's very clearly set in for the movies. So for trying to make him a video game protagonist, where you have to be with him for long stretches, it becomes readily evident that he's not a good person.
Don't go stray.
No, I won't. I know you'll find me and dismantle me. I know. Chum Bucket's not stupid.
Well, jury's still out on that, but anyway. Yeah, I'm coming. What you want, Quasimodo?
Dog's bleeding out.
Oh, I can fix it, but I do my best work in my sanctum.
Push the car.
I need wire to fix my buggy.
We know the dog's not a car, right?
Show you where they took the black on black.
So you're a super mechanic and veterinarian of the
Up that
wasteland.
But before you go, grab some grit, Saint. You must be running on fumes.
Grab some grit. Okay, yeah, sure. Grit it is. Dog food! And
Canned food. Sure beats eating
one of the
good.
biggest questions I've always had is when the hell this game was set. I mean, I know that was kind of always the point, was you never had an exact time frame for when Mad Max takes place. You just know it as the future.
Anything for me? Ammo.
But
No wire.
I don't know. Just something about this portion here. I could let it fly for Fury Road, mostly because it kind of feels like Max wasn't who he was in the original game. Oh, crap. Well, that is a first. Yeah, we're going to continue. Max doesn't feel like the Max from the first two movies, so it didn't really feel weird with Fury Road being set the way it was, and you weren't sure whether it was whether they were in a desert area or whether or not it was just a very, very distant future type deal. And I just realized I'm communicating this point really, really poorly. But long story short, it didn't feel out of place in the Mad Max setting. This, however, you're supposed to be in this dead seabed, and now I'm forced to sit and ponder here. Is like, where does all this line up? How do you get all these cars and shit down here? How do you not have, whatever? Why are there not more vessels just where it would have been sunk? And pa! Yes! I do like the combat in this, actually. It takes a Batman Arkham Asylum style, and I hate to say it, but it really feels it, because there's parts where you'll get stuck in a move, or you'll do something like that, and they'll still hit you. And you can get your ass kicked kind of hard real fast. Alright. Grab the scrap. Or I grab the wire. Okay. Got all the additional scrap, and there we go.
Should be enough.
I hope so. You ripped out the entire wiring system there. And yeah, that's about all I got to say about the game, other than it's really super enjoyable. The environment is wonderful to look at, and it draws really heavily from Fury Road's bright aesthetics from where it needs to be. And it gives a really great contrast for when you have to go into shadow and dark areas. I don't want to talk to that guy. He looks like an a-hole. That being said, I probably wouldn't have come back to this game had it not popped up on my free trial for the Xbox games rental, essentially, thing. This is not an endorsement or a anything like that. So I literally just popped up as like, hey, try our new service for 14 days free. And I was like, yeah, alright, we'll see what you got. And it works pretty good so far. I mean, there's a lot of really good titles. I got 3 decent ones out of it, so I got this and I got something else I'm working for, so we'll see about that. And I know a ton of people have probably said this, but Microsoft completely ripped off my idea. I actually posted this a long time ago, back when the Xbox One was getting announced, that if they were going to go to a digital-only service, that renting games like that would be a much more palatable option, seeing as how the entire thing was left down to a piece of code that allowed you to unlock a game to play it. So, Microsoft, you may have taken my idea, but since you put it to good use, I guess I'll let it slide, and I won't pursue you with any malicious intent.
Yes, from that look point, we may be able to spot your car.
Don't I have a dog bleeding out, and now you want me to stand here and look through some binoculars at some shit?
We can see the camp from up there. Risk detection.
Alright.
Over here. Over. Come look.
Yeah, I'm already here, dick. But get over here.
Yeah, see, this is where the thick brow squat and cut. Butchers.
What? The what and the what?
There. Scabrous Scrotus is the king. He's a big
I also
boss.
hate the name they gave him. Sounds so stupid.
Best parts of himself. Yeah, but he's not here now. You see, I don't see the Land Rover.
I'm getting my car back.
Wait, please. An idea. It's better for you.
Okay.
It's better for me. Just listen.
Okay.
Your black on black is toast. It's scrap. It's gone. She'll never be whole again. Huh?
Well, you are a liar, sir.
Bring into creation one that's faster and tougher than the black on black ever was. Yeah?
Man, they got busy on that.
Fast.
Very fast
I really like this guy. He's so much fun. He's probably the best thing about this game. He feels so at home, written in this game. And again, I hate to quit. I can't talk. I hate to keep harping on this, but it really just gives the stark comparison of just how different it is between Max, and how it would have been just so much better if we were able to just create a character or something. It probably would have been way more fun. Instead, we're stuck with an unlikable protagonist that is just kind of a dick.
What is this place?
You are in the outer graves.
Oh boy.
There is the great white.
An ancient seabed.
I'm not sure. No, but we are at the bottom.
But again, this time frame doesn't make any goddamn sense. How would Max know anything about this? You find pictures and shit later, and it's like, who developed this in a time when supposedly the resource wars are going on and the seas are drying up and shit? Who had time to do that? I'm pretty sure a 1-hour photo isn't exactly making bank this time of the apocalypse.
My holy hideout awaits.
Shut up. Refill my canteen. Filling up my canteen. Yeah, now I kind of want to play that Indiana Jones game. I never actually got to complete that. Then again, I never did this either, so. Alright. Start this mission up.
Come and see. Huh? Come and see, your saint. Huh? A dream. A hallucination become truth. The angel made steel. By the fire that moves the piston.
I seriously just love this guy. He's so much fun.
There she lies, the magnum opus.
That being said, they probably could have come up... I don't want to say they could have come up with a better name for it, but...
This ain't a car. It's just a mess of parts.
No,
Well, yeah, that's what a car is, dingus. You gotta start somewhere with it.
Look! See? Here. Divine meets drive shaft and a symbiosis of faith. Modded and made to measure. You want some of that old-time religion, huh? I got a classic whammy turbo high dog. Huh? Hell yeah! Bulletproof and torture tested. Statically upgraded with chum bucket overdrive. Coils. Springs.
I'm not, like, the biggest car guy, but I love hearing him talk so enthusiastically about this.
Yes. First, we have to get her beautificial body.
Show me where it is.
Alright, here we go.
Come.
My first big quest.
Come on, Saint. We must go.
Alright, let's go get us a body. Could you not stare at me? Look like, what's his name?
We will liberate her body from a place sad and
Alright, where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going?
A place I call.
Oh, that's not... Okay, come on.
But we must go in the dead of night. Because they're
Gotta go this way.
far away on their path.
And... Cool, I got a half tank of gas. I should be good for a long time then. And, okay, now I don't have half tank of gas. I have less than... Chum bucket, I thought you fixed the fuel gauge on this thing.
For us to make it to the graveyard.
And...
Over there, fuel cans.
Pretty sure you gotta fix, or you gotta look at both of them, so... Collect scrap. Check can.
Empty.
That's another thing. You don't really run out of fuel that much in this game, which I guess is good, but at the same time, it's like, why did you even bother having it as a resource then? It becomes such a non-issue at some points because you can just crash into other people and get their fuel cans.
Steel gift box. What prizes do you hold?
Probably not a lot because it's the desert.
She's out of gas.
Yeah, thanks, I got that. And there we go. Yeah, take it! Take it! Oh, damn. That is one thing I will give this game. The combat, when you actually do get into a good groove with it, it feels really, really brutal. And refuel.
All the way to the brim.
Yeah, shut up. I keep wavering whether or not I hate him or not. Alright. Refueled car.
Jesus, she's full. But let's bring an extra for
Alright.
or blowing some.
And stash.
Well, let us make haste before the nightly hunters return to their lair.
And away! Oh, shit. I never said I was the best at driving. Now then. I don't know what it is about this game, but I love driving in it. This and GTA 5 seem to... They really feel like they captured that sense of speed whenever you're moving. That a lot of games really don't, for whatever reason. But it feels just fine. Like I'm actually feeling how it moved, how the fast the car is moving, as opposed to, oh, I'm looking at a pixel going across more pixels. And just back away. Come on. Alright, now comes the fun part. I gotta try and not die there by ramping up to the side. And avoid all these whale skeletons and traps. Yep, we're avoiding them fine. Just calm down. Let's see if I can make it through here without hitting one of these things. I don't know why, but I cannot drive this thing in this state. I don't even understand it. Once I get an actual body on it, though, it feels way better. Come on. There we go. Oh, jeez. Okay, there we go. And this game also did a really good job capturing the whole blue for night feel that they did in the movies. Going. God, I wish I could say this was harrowing or thrilling or whatever, but actually getting crashed right there was way worse. Crashes in this game feel good and brutal too. He really feels like you got like your car smashed into something. And here we go. Oop. Now then. Pick my body and make it out of here before we decide to close out this first episode.
Go quickly. Only way to get up there is
Now, which one do I want, though? That's the question. Usually I end up going with, like, the Mustang body, because it looks close to how I like the car looks in Mad Max, so I just kind of run with it, usually. And... got that.
Maybe I could zip down this.
Oh, you think? Maybe we should try that. And collect his flashlight. You won't be needing this. I don't sound remotely Australian.
Still works too.
Yeah, I'm not sure how though. This is supposed to be like after the apocalypse. So photograph huts and battery sales are just booming in after the apocalypse. I might as well top myself off real quick. And hold to refill. And come on. There we go. Now I'm full up all the way. Whee! I don't know. Probably some nice lady, I hope. Alright, now then. Usually I end up taking this one because it, again, just looks more like what I think Mad Max car should look like. Then again, I've never tried that one. No. Okay, so I'm running this one in my other playthrough, so let's go ahead and run this one. Give this a whack. I have no idea how they get this installed so fast. But they do. Oh my god! Everybody here. Well, be sure and check back next time, and we'll see how well this goes. Hopefully this will be the start of a new and exciting playthrough, and we'll see you back here next time, everybody. Laters.